Okay, so we're just about at the point where we want to reunite this, but here's the problem. We want to make sure anything that needs to be created symmetrically, in other words, anything that has a mirror image, we want to do that now while we're working in this instance and polygon mode. Okay, so this side is the instance, this is the leftover, the half that we left behind. It really doesn't matter. The software doesn't care which one it knows that one of them is real, the other one is just a reference. So the first thing we might want to do is create this articulating process here. I'm going to grab the face. So I want to make the superior articulating process. In order to do it, you can see in my lateral view or right view here, you can see there's the drawing. I've got to make that. So I've kind of got myself maybe a wee bit shy. It looks like I need a little more of a base to do that. See, it looks like it has to come from here to here, and I've kind of got some edges in the way. So I'm going to just rework some things a little bit. I'm going to say edge. I'm going to grab this edge and move it posteriorly a little bit. See what that did. Okay, so I didn't get what I wanted quite yet. Actually I did, I guess. Okay, I got the edges, but then I have this face right here that didn't go. So I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to hold the shift key and add these two edges, and so I can move all those edges back. All right, and that seems okay. That's actually probably a little better. I should have paid more attention when I made the cavity. See how now if you go to the top view, I'm sorry, see how I've got, a nice little cavity there for the vertebral canal. All right, so let's go back and say face, select these top faces, edit mesh extrude, and we'll bring it up and about the height. Okay, and then you notice it's not a triangle, it's a wedge. So I'm going to grab this edge. I'm not extruding anymore. I'm just going to move that edge. So I have a pretty rough description of that. Now I'd like to start bringing the transverse process out, and you can see that's kind of an odd problem too, because it doesn't come off perpendicular. It tends to come off at this angle. I don't know what you would say that is, maybe a 45-degree angle. So what I'm going to do is I want to try to make this face perpendicular to the long axis of that transverse process. So I'm going to do that by grabbing this edge, moving it to that position. Okay, so I can see in my top view, I'm kind of getting pretty close. Pretty close to the angle I want. And then I'm going to extrude it. And I'll come back here and say, face, grab that face, and hit. Now, see, when I try to move the face right now, the move tool is still in what you would call world space. In other words, it's world space, WORLD, world space, in the sense that it's referencing 0, 0, 0 on the grid, and this kind of arrangement, or this kind of grid system or unit system. But if I say edit mesh extrude, see now the face, or the division, the positions, the direction that I can extrude is now actually reflects the normal. In other words, it's perpendicular to the face. So I can grab, say G to extrude again, maybe scale this a little bigger since it seems to get a little wider out here. G, extrude again. G, scale it smaller, and then move it out. Maybe still a little smaller. Okay, so now I have a kind of a rough transverse process and superior articulating process. I'm going to make the inferior one in a second.